This is the key to bodyweight mastery that no one is talking about. If you want to get insanely strong, then make sure you watch this video, because this exercise is going to be the only one you'll need to achieve skills like this and this. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so the skill that we're going to try and learn today is going to be the floating pike push-up. You may have never heard this before, or you may have never done this before, but you need to start doing it now. The floating pike push-up is similar to the pike push-up. However, you're engaging and using your core a lot more, and also some stability and control is also involved in the movement. That adds another layer and dimension to this movement and this skill that is completely different to the pike push-up. In fact, I would say it's even better than the pike push-up, because not only are you learning that stability and control, but you're also going to gain an insane amount of strength and muscle doing this exercise. So if you want to learn directly from me, then click the first link in my description. Let's get into how you perform it and how you can add it into your workout routine. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how to perform the floating pike push-up first, and then I'm going to tell you some tips on the movement itself. So this is what it should look like. You should first be in a downward dog position, so it should look like this. Be in a V shape with your body. What you want to do from here is come down as you would in a pike push-up, but instead of going back up, what you're going to do is lean a little bit more forward, so your feet come off the ground like this, and back up again. So hold and back. As you can see, it is a very strenuous and difficult exercise to do, but once you do master it, it's going to unlock a lot more strength in other skills that you're trying to master. For instance, the L-sit to the handstand, even just the press up to the handstand, or handstand push-ups. A lot of you guys might be struggling to do this exercise because, number one, your hamstrings might not be as flexible as they could be. So working on exercises like doing hamstring stretches like this, and also just doing a fold with your body where you stand up and do exactly the same thing as you would sitting down, is going to help you with that hamstring flexibility. Another thing that you guys can do for hamstring flexibility is simply just to go in the pike push-up position, just like this. Go as far as you can, and all you want to do is bend one leg at a time, loosening out those hamstrings, guys, and that is going to help with the floating pike push-up. The other thing, number two, that's probably restricting you from being able to do this movement is your core strength. So if you're not working on your core strength, and I don't just mean doing some sit-ups and crunches, I mean actually working your core by doing more advanced exercises like dragon flags, or easier foundational exercises like leg raises, just like this. This is a similar movement to the floating pike push-up in terms of the lower body. And so once you master these, you get really good at them, and you get really slow on the movement, trying to hold it in an isometric position. That is going to be key to unlocking this movement. Also, the shoulders are definitely going to be a key factor in this movement, and shoulder strength. So getting to a high level in your pushing movements, ideally doing elevated pike push-ups, and if you can, doing handstand push-ups on the wall with assistance. That is going to get you to a great level of strength to perform this. But you might find that you can do all of this, but you still can't do it, and that is because your stability might not be there, and also your isometric strength might be lacking. If this is the case, it's simply just trial and error. What you can do, if you want to build up that shoulder strength and you're not quite there yet with your hamstring flexibility, you can simply just do a tuck version where you're just going to hold this and back again. You can simply just practice what your hands are going to be doing in the movement, because this is the same position you're going to be in for the floating pike push-up, as you guys can see here. The more you do this, the easier it's going to be able to get familiar with the movement, and it's going to become second nature over time. Once you guys learn this, you can actually go into the handstand as well, which is an advanced movement that you guys can learn, and this will look something like this, where you're simply just going to go into it, lift your legs up into the handstand, just like that, and you're going to be able to make it a lot smoother over time and come straight back into position. So that is a cool little skill that you guys can learn eventually. If you're looking to learn more skills like this, then make sure to check out the link in my description. And if you want my help from your progressions to your split to your form feedback, I'm taking on a few people inside my hybrid high performer coaching program. So hit the link down below and you can apply there, because it's for people who already train but want to unlock clean muscle ups, handstand, planches, you name it, whilst building a strong aesthetic physique. So if that sounds like you, go to the link and I'll see you on the other side. The great thing about getting good at doing the floating pike push-up is that you're gonna correct some muscle imbalances. So maybe if you feel strong on one arm compared to the other, those are gonna have to be worked just as hard together, and therefore your balanced physique is gonna be a lot more prominent the more that you do floating pike push-ups. The other benefit is the amount of muscle you're gonna gain, because obviously the pressure in that isometric position, especially on the shoulders and the triceps, and even a little bit of the upper chest, is going to be quite intense, which means that you will build muscle over time, breaking down those muscle fibers, which is gonna get you big shoulders and also big arms. Of course, you're also going to be working those abdominals, those obliques, and that lower back simultaneously. And so getting to a good foundational level by doing exercises like leg raises, as I just said, and also doing some type of back extension exercise, as well as training the obliques, maybe doing some Russian twists and side planks, is going to help with this movement. And due to the greater range of motion in this exercise, you're actually going to improve your overall core stability and understanding of balance, coordination, and control, which is going to allow you to become a lot more functional in general fitness and in your overall daily life. So with this skill, you're going to be working on mobility to begin with, and so being able to do it eventually is going to gain you even more of mobility, strength, power, and control. If you guys are looking to add this into your workout, then I would highly recommend that you do it at the start of any workout that you do. I'm also going to put on the screen a little workout that you can actually try out in order to achieve the floating pike push-up. Okay, so if you're following along with me, let's go for 3 sets of 10. Also guys, if you're struggling mid-set and you feel like you can't do any more, then just simply take away the core component of the exercise and do the tuck ones, as I said before. If you guys are looking to take your training to the next level, then don't be scared to try this exercise. Make sure that you do have the basics and a foundation built up by being able to do at least 10 to 12 elevated pike push-ups and also at least a frog stand for stability purposes. Once you've got those down, then you're ready to try and you can implement them into your workout starting today. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.